You know I gotta record your
Hey,
ass. Hey, my nigga in the
Hey,
in the
Tajo
lane.
found me, nigga. Hey, where's Keywan? I'm right here.
Vacuum this thing though, cause the hair will collect real quick. And clean my little station. What up, YouTube? It's your boy Taj, Green Ranger, Taj Marquez, and I'm back on this Vleezy. It is Sunday morning. It is the 29th, and it's 7 a.m. And right now, look how it looks out there. It is cold. It's cold out there. Yeah, it's real cold. I got the camera upside down. But for the last few hours, I've been organizing my closets and getting my room really organized for this week. So I'm nice and ready for the goals that I gotta accomplish. Like my boy, Naruto, who had a lot of goals that he accomplished and inspired us all. And yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm about to go to the store real quick because I need some deodorant. I just ran out. And even though I don't never stink, it's like impossible for my particular tribe. It's a tribe that not a lot of people know about. Many of us, like, if you ever seen Lord of the Rings, like when the elven people, they want to leave Middle Earth and they get on that boat, and then they go to, I forgot what the place is called. Don't quote me, but Vanaheim, maybe? Maybe. But yeah, that's where my tribe went. And like, one of the attributes that we have is that we just never stink, but we got to fit in while we're here on Middle Earth. And so, we got to get things like deodorant, body wash, cologne, because our natural smell is like it's like the most like YSL cologne, it's like, and I'm not even joking, our natural smell is just like an expensive cologne. Hey, believe me or not, that's just how things are. And when I say YSL, I'm not talking about, you know who. And if you don't know, you probably are living a better life than most people, because why the hell do we all want to know about YSL and them telling on each other for doing crimes? All the people out there, and trust me, I don't pay attention to the Young Thug situation and the RICO case that they're going. I get little updates from certain outlets that I watch, but I don't care about other people going to jail and stuff, like, especially when they talking about crime all in their music. It's like there's only a few outcomes that can come from that, and jail is one of them. And I learned a long time ago, you got to be able to do bad all by yourself, because people, they'll get you into things, they'll get you into doing some bad, but they will not be able to handle the punishment that comes along with it. And I was always somebody like, if we do this, we're in this together, because we're gonna get in trouble together, and we're gonna laugh about it, and we're gonna cry when we get our asses whooped or whatever, but at least we'll be together in that shit, you know what I'm saying? And not everybody's built like that. So yeah, Young Thug, I'm sorry. I feel like he is somebody who he loved his team. He loved his friends, and he didn't want to, and he probably would never betray them. And you know, I wouldn't. I'm not judging anybody for taking plea deals, because jail is not anything I feel like human beings should experience at all. That's why I don't like zoos anymore. That's why I don't even like people having pets as much, because I just feel like it's a containment thing. But yeah, man, like I don't wish jail on anybody. So I understand where people coming from as far as taking plea deals and getting less time. But it hurts when you've had conversations with people and said how down you are for each other, and then reality hits and you get to see in real time just how down people were for you or not down, you know. Yeah, that's my little morning ramble for Sunday morning. Here in Colorado, the weather's looking like it's gonna be about 13 degrees. It might be a little chilly, and all you need to do is grab a hat and a scarf, and I swear I'm not on drugs, y'all. I'm just being silly. Yeah, I hope y'all have a good Sunday. This is the start of a recharged Taj Markel channel. Just wait on what's about to come, y'all. Just because I'm choosing to do better, you know what I mean? Ain't no special things coming from out of nowhere. It's all coming from inside, and just realizing again how much power we have as individuals, you know? And so, get ready. And Green Ranger is still always looking out for evil. So check yourself, you know? I don't want to have to check you in 2023. It's a necessity. Somebody gonna have to get checked by the Taj Green Ranger, but it don't have to be you. You feel me? So don't let it be, bitch. Sorry, I love you. Oh yeah, that's the whole reason why I pulled the camera out. Who said I wouldn't wear this fur coat to Safeway right now and go get my deodorant? You said that? You said I wouldn't? You right. I ain't wearing that. Embarrass myself. W Grandma. Thank you, Mom. Sugar Mama. Y'all remember when you just were a kid and you weren't looking forward to your grandmother's gifts? Shit. Tripping. They always get you something that's just perfect timing. You know what I mean? When we kids, we just want toys that's gonna break, and money that's we gonna spend on candy. But your grandma be looking out for you, and she be wanting you fly, and she be wanting your immune system to be non-compromised. So she buys you things to bundle up in. So we're gonna see if it works. How's that look? Should I wear it like that? No? Like this? Or like this? Like a New Yorker. Like I'm from New York. I got 100 Brunswick honey clips. Like I'm from New York. Like that? Nah? All right, hold on. Like that? Like that for real? Are you serious? Let me see. Let me look in the mirror. Matter of fact, no. If you said it's cool, I trust you. I trust you. Fuck it. Wait, last thing, y'all, before I leave to the store. What is this thing for? Came with the hat. One second. It's not really dry material. It's not microfiber. What could it be? Usually grandmas get you hats and socks and things. Gloves. I wonder what it is. Google it. If you know what it is in the if you know what it is in the comments, leave it below. But I think I got it. I know how to put it on. It's a coat belt. Duh. Because grandmothers know how much their grandkids always break the buttons on their, or the zipper gets stuck on their coat. And they're always telling you, zip that coat up or button that coat up. And, that way you don't have to do it. So thank you, Grandma. You're the best. You're the fucking best. Y'all really thought I wasn't gonna come to Safeway with this ridiculous coat on at 7 in the morning on a Sunday. I look like your auntie getting ready for church. But don't roast me. I have to get this Tom's, no aluminum, no parabens, because my skin is really sensitive. And low key, I had moles fucking under my armpits after using, regular deodorant for a while. And you know what they say about moles? And they're literally completely gone. Bro, I'm vlogging. Jesus. Sorry about that, y'all. Made me lose my train of thought. It's like, nah, but, the moles are completely gone now, which lets me know that it was the deodorant that was doing that. I found out about Tom's by searching for no fluoride toothpaste, and they have a really good no fluoride toothpaste. It's toothy, but not too pasty. They got a good selection now. When I was first buying it, they didn't. I've been using this Burt's Bees. It's like a charcoal toothpaste. It's fluoride free as well, but it tastes like soap. So I can't wait for that shit to run out. I'm coming back to these. Shit's expensive as fuck, $7.99. But it's worth it, Yeah. Alrighty then. That. Hello. I ain't been to the grocery store this early in so long, y'all. Do you pay the same way as nighttime? How you doing, my man?
Welcome. If you have your club card, please scan enter phone number.
Oh, y'all almost got me. No. Y'all not getting my points. Y'all ain't finna get my Safeway points.
Your card has been accepted.
I'm not even know.
Try our tasty chicken from our in-store deli. Whether you like it fried, baked, or roasted, we have it hot and ready for you. And And don't forget our signature cafe size. Let our service selling help you get dinner on your table fast.
How you doing, man?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. How you doing, brother, man? Good. Yeah, they don't go past the door anymore. He's like, shut the fuck up. I didn't need you to tell me that. Sorry, man. Just don't want to see you looking dumb. It's really cool out right now. Oh, yeah. No more smelling stinky. Try to fall like it was a short. My boy Paul in the building. What's happening?
You already know.
Clean, clean, clean. Ready for the week.
No, not that. Sing.
I literally was crying this whole entire scene. I'll get into it another time why, but it's something about a father-son relationship that just really pulls at my heartstrings, and this is one of those scenes. Yeah. So I was thinking, my life is like 75% getting dressed up for that one special person, or like picking an outfit out for them and them not ever seeing it. The way my life has always worked is like, I'm not to toot my own horn. I put that shit on. So, I'm a fly guy, great style. I get it from my mom. My dad, he could dress once upon a time too. And so, yeah, when I want to, I can put that shit on. Sometimes I want to get fly for a special person. I'm an Aquarius, and not that that means anything specifically, but, I've seen other Aquarius, I follow like Aquarius pages on Instagram. I'm not on Instagram anymore. I'm not posting there anymore. Side note, I stopped the last few days. Made my last post today. Be Monday in like an hour, but Sunday. The rest of this vlog, I made a little description saying that I wouldn't be posting there anymore. I'm gonna just be posting on YouTube until I find other outlets to post my creations and my content on. When I was on Instagram actively, I follow a few Aquarius pages, that talk about who Aquariuses are, the similar traits that we have, and I do believe in that to a degree, that there is just being born at a certain time of the year, in a certain time of a certain season. There are going to be like similarities between people who are born at those times. I don't think that everybody who's born, I know people who were born on the day I was, but that doesn't mean like we are the same. There's number one, in cosmology and zodiacal signs, there is more than just your sun sign. So our sun sign is our main sign, and mine is Aquarius. That's the one you tell everybody when people say, "What's your sign?" But you have a whole house full of signs, like your rising, your descending, and I believe it goes off of like what house is your Aries in. I don't know all of it, but I know that I'm an Aquarius, and there's similarities between me and other people born in that Aquarius cycle, and I like to pay attention to those just to see what similarities are true and what things are, just people, like saying who they are and trying to force that narrative or that characteristic on other Aquarius, for example. And one thing that was true that I seen on one of those pages was that when Aquarius is like somebody, we don't really like everybody all the time. Like when it's like a relationship or like something worthwhile. Like me personally, I've been a people person most of my life, and so I get along with a lot of people. But those special relationships and those like intimate ones, I often find myself like zeroed in on one person when I really like them or I enjoy their company. And so sometimes, it's rare for me. I'm not a person who's been in a lot of relationships. But when I do find people who I really like, and not them just liking me, I have a lot of people, not a lot, but I've had a few people that were really into me, and but that doesn't automatically make me into them like that. But the people that I do get into, it could be friends, it could be a relationship, it could be a hero figure. The people that I'm really into, I zero in on, and I do things in particular for, and I block other people out for them. And it's usually just quick, but when I'm in the moment, I really feel like they're important to me, and I do things specifically for them to notice. And so this whole long story is based upon the fact that 75% of my life is me getting dressed up for that certain someone, and them never seeing that day or that date that I was dressing up for them. 9 times out of 10, it just doesn't happen. Something comes up to where we don't end up linking or spending time that day. And that's not to say that most of the things that I do experience with those type of people, it's just unplanned and it's genuine, and we just fall into it. And I find myself enjoying the experience so much that I, for a temporary moment, really want to do things that they notice and that impresses them. And that's got me into some weird spots sometimes, but it's just a fact of my reality, and I try to change what I can about that. But I just really notice, like, that's a lot of my life, like the things that I plan when it comes to relationships and one-on-ones with certain people. When I'm overly planning or overly intentional, if that's a thing, it always kind of falls through. And when I just pop out with some fly shit on that I don't plan, I just put it together, that's when I get the most love from people, and it's usually not from that person that I was trying to get it from. And that's not everybody's life, not even every Aquarius, and especially not everybody else. But that's my reality. That's a pattern that I've noticed in my life. And when you notice patterns in your life, you can, in my opinion, predict your future to a degree, because you can see things that are meant to be, for lack of a better term, and what things aren't meant to be. You know, because we're all searching. Not all of us, but me for sure. Searching for what our purpose is, our meaning in this life, and I'm trying to find out who I am. One thing I've learned from ancient secret societies and schools of thought, and great movies and great literature and great music. One quote that they always said was "Know thyself," and know yourself. You know, Drake got a song called "Know Yourself," and that's what I'm trying to do. So when I notice these patterns and I start picking up on the things that I do and what works and what doesn't work, or I start to learn myself more, and I start with things, and I start to be able to really zero in on the things that I know I need to work on, that I can change, and the things that are just fleeting and they're temporary and they're not really as impactful in my life as I want them or need them to be. And that's not to say that they're bad things, you know what I mean? I believe that every experience shapes who I am. And so I go through it, you know what I mean? And I do things that I don't understand all the time, but I'm a thinker. So obviously I'm on the toilet thinking right now and sharing my thoughts, but I'm a thinker. So I'm going to assess experiences and situations that I've been through, and correct what I need to correct, and learn what I need to learn, feel how I need to feel, and collect that data, and you go forward from there, you know what I mean? And yeah, I said all that to say, you who I dressed up for, or I put this outfit out for, and we didn't link, fuck you. Fuck you. Yeah, I said it. Taj Markell, the guy everybody thinks is nice. Taj Green Ranger, the guy everybody thinks is here to save somebody. Fuck you, okay? I put that outfit out, and I was gonna put some cologne on too. I got cologne on every day, but I was gonna put that shit on today for our little rendezvous, and it didn't go down. And that's all. Oh, wait, there's 3 cameras. Let me say it in all 3, because I know you watching from different angles. It's all your fault. You. Yeah, I know I didn't give you my YouTube page, so you probably aren't gonna see this. So I'm just basically sitting on this toilet, sharing my thoughts with people who this doesn't pertain to. So here's that toothpaste that I was telling y'all about earlier. It's from Burt's Bees, who used to make really good chapstick, but now all of their chapstick just turns my lips white. Charcoal whitening, fluoride-free toothpaste. They forgot to, without parabens, they forgot to put, tastes like soap, but it's okay, we forgive them. This right here was given to me by a friend or former associate. Her name is Erin, and she gave me this for my last birthday. She's really into crystals. She made like jewelry out of crystals, and she's really into astrology and zodiac signs, and she knows a lot about how they connect. She gave me this last year, and it's supposed to be either a January related stone or Aquarius related stone. I don't know what it's called though. I've always known, at least since like third grade, that January stone was garnet. Not Kevin Garnett, but garnet, a maroon stone. It's very beautiful. When them M's hit the bank, I'm gonna give me a nice little necklace and a ring with some garnet in it. Garnet. I'm trying to find Erin's little, because everybody signed this picture for me last year. It's still Aquarius season, y'all, so I'm gonna be talking about my birthday for a little bit. I'm not a huge birthday person, I promise, but we on the topic. This is what your white friends do. Draw penises.
Just raises too many questions.
Devin Gleason, I know who you are, and I am furious. Zach, I miss you, Dev. Love you, brother. Yeah, we looking for Erin. Side note, hold on. Cool little Hot Wheels car. Yeah, Nissan Skyline. This is a real car. I didn't even know Nissan made muscle cars. Thought they just made Altimas. Oh yeah, let me tell y'all a secret. Hold on. Come here. Come closer. Erin, she got them cakes, for real. She got a booty. But she my friend, so I'm not supposed to really act like that. She never like gave me them vibes, you know what I'm saying? So I'm a real respectable man, and or a pussy. I could be, you know, you could be both. But yeah, so I respected that. I didn't try to pursue too much. Psych, now, on the real, I love the fact that I have a few. I don't even know if it's one or two, but sorry, y'all, my voice is all raspy. It's almost bedtime, but yeah, I love the fact that I had a few girls in my life that I didn't just try and sleep with, and they could sleep in my bed. She slept in my bed a few times, and you know, I never like tried to do anything or pressure her, or you know, just even make it weird like that. But she do got them cakes though. You do got them cakes, Erin. I hope you watching. But that's my dog. Like when we get together, we just listen to rap from our days, like Lil Wayne. She knows the best Lil Wayne songs. She knows the best everybody. Like the things the songs she would play, I'd be like, yo, what the hell? How do you know this? And she looked so young. You'd be like, damn, how does this young girl know these shits? Like she had to be in like middle school when these came out, but she's actually like a year or two younger than me, so she been around. She know what she doing. But you know, I did tell you last time we kicked it. I really put you on that hot seat. You know, the early mixtape Wayne. I ain't talking about Drought 3, even though that's old Wayne now. That was still new when we was in high school. Like Dedication 2, everybody knew that. That was from my freshman year. But I was really a Wayne fan, so I know the real mixtapes, the ones that everybody, the DJs was taking, songs off of it and putting new beats on it, and they would become people's favorite songs, but they didn't have the original beat that he rapped on. I knew the difference. Like, a lot of people they know songs from it, but they don't know about Louisiana Volume 1, hosted by DJ Raj Smooth, who Wayne fucked with tough back then. They had at least 2 mixtapes that I know of, but I'm sure they had more. And that shit had the fire on it. It had Wayne rapping on Vans. Got my Vans on, but they look like sneakers. That was in my first vlog too. But Wayne's version, and him rapping on We Fly High. His shit was We Stay Fly. Oh, no, it wasn't.
Raj Smooth, the greatest DJ in the world.
Young Money, Volume 1. This is Louisiana. Best rapper alive, Weezy F. Greatest DJ in the world, Raj Smooth. Let's go.
We stay high on that 504.
Where we from?
Look back at the garage in the hog, and I redo the insides like the morgue. The coupe blue like the dew on Marge. Riding with a bitch prettier than the DeBarge. Mommy want a soldier, baby I'm a Sarge. You can't have me, but we can have a Minaj. That's 3. Now rub me wrong and fuck up my massage. Then it's flowers for the dead, better get him a corsage. Yeah, head nigga enlarge. And everything I do, I San Diego charge. Yeah, that'll be LA charge now. While you niggas just starve, I'm eating so much, I'ma fuck around and barf. Red is the color of my scarf. And understand, to a giant, you're a dwarf. My flow stowed off. I'm so sick, all I gotta do is cough. It's gracious, it took me forever to find that, but I love you forever. No ceilings, Aaron. Oops. Night. Mares from the bottom.
Sleeping at the top, nightmares of the bottom. Everybody wanna be fly till you swat.
That's the song we used to sing together. Sleeping at the top, nightmares from the bottom. Everybody wanna be fly till you swat 'em. I just want to read these. Fuck it, it's still January. It's still my month. If you make it to the end of my vlogs, yo, I fucks with you. For real, for real. If I don't know you two and you made it to the end of my vlog, bruh, like, while you still can, hit me up on some platform. My Instagram is still up. You can message it. I'll probably be checking the messages, every few days. I'm not posting on there, but you can't message me on YouTube. Shit, drop something in the comments. Tell me who you are. Tell me where you from. Because trust me, I'm going to show that love. And if you a real one, when that money hit, boy, when I charter that yacht, you feel me, for the weekend or for the week, you might be able to roll. All right, vlog. We're about to wrap it up. I'm going to end this with a story. There's a guy named Wallow367. He is cousin kin to Gilly the Kid from Philly. Gilly from Philly. Shout out to them. What's their $1 Million Worth of Game podcast. Wallow, he spent 25 years, I believe, in jail. Don't quote me. I think that's right, but I could be wrong. And he has like a segment, there's that word again, called Stories from the Cell. And I was talking earlier in the vlog, and it just reminded me of, about YSL and why I think I'm, I have an experience to share with this, and this is why I don't wish jail on nobody. In my youth, right after high school, I was just, being young, being reckless, not caring about things, and I needed to learn some lessons that the world was all too willing to teach me. And I'm grateful that I learned at an early age. But I'll keep it short because I will give you guys. I'm gonna give you guys a lot of. I'm gonna break this up and make it into a segment. So most of y'all don't know that I've been to jail before. You know, damn, I just always make shit way longer than it has to be. But when I was a kid, this is an unfortunate reality, but it's just the truth. I heard Charleston White kind of speaking on this. I grew up in the 90s, and I'm a young black male, you know, and my dad, he was, you know, he was somewhat of a street guy, and so I seen him go to jail when I was a kid, and for some years, you know, and it was at such a early point in my life that kind of shaped reality for me. It did shape reality for me. And at the same time, gang culture was still so prevalent and big, and movies, you know, movies about gang members and movies about the hood and, you know, the Bill Clinton, like the crime bills that were going on during that time. You know, that really shaped at least my reality as a young black man. But I'm sure a lot more than just me. There's a lot of young black men where that narrative and seeing that helped shape their realities and how they think. So when I was young, I thought it was just a fact of life that one day I would be in court and possibly go to jail. You know what I mean? I knew for sure. Like in my mind, I thought for sure. Like I would watch Law and Order with my mom sometimes, or certain movies, you know, New Jack City, when Nino finally goes to court. I just thought that was going to be my reality at some point in time. And this is how you know your thoughts shape your reality too, and how systems can literally take hold of populations of people's minds and make them think all in the way that they designed those people to think. You know what I mean? And it's not nothing that we can't overcome, but there's people out there who they spent decades and centuries trying to figure out how to control populations and get them to do what they want, get them to be who they wanted them to be, you know. In the current day and age that we live in, prison is big business, and there's people who benefit, and they run the world, and they have lots of businesses based off of people being incarcerated. And they have to get their minds prepped to do crime as soon as they get out of high school. You know, I mentioned earlier, right out of high school, and get them in the prison system or in the justice system, you know what I mean? And if they get the right person, they can have them there forever or for a very long time, and they can siphon money, resources, energy off of those people to benefit themselves. And I'm talking about the people who actually own prisons and come up with these prison industrial complexes and stuff, you know. So me, fresh out of high school, coming from the mentality that I came from growing up in the 90s, having the parents that I had, they were teen parents. My dad, you know, he was repping this thing. You know, I tried to rep it a little bit too, but if Nick rolled up on me, I was like, see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. So to keep the story short, because it's been so short this whole time, I'm so good at just making quick little anecdotes. I went to jail, and I won't give you the whole details about how it went down. I've been multiple times, but the last time that I went, the judge sentenced me to 30 days. And I remember I was in barbering school, and I had finally got my kit to start cutting hair. And And I was just on such a positive, I was on such a high because I was finally cutting hair. I was scared as fuck to cut hair, excuse my language, for so long because, well, like a normal cut with all even or something, I was cool with. But fades and people, you know, like white people, Asian people, Mexicans, like with different hair textures, I was terrified to cut their hair. And so I had finally got to a spot where I was more, you know, getting more comfortable cutting hair, and I had my own clippers, and I was making some tips finally, literally, like it could be $2 a day, it could be $0, it could be all the, like, I think the most I ever got while I was in school was like 10. Oh, well, no, I think one time somebody gave me $20. But when you're in school and you don't have any money, it feels like a lot. So I was just happy. I had got in a lot of trouble the years prior, and it was minor things, but sometimes that's how they get you, is just doing little minor things. Like I wasn't hurting anybody. You know, oh, this is way longer than it's supposed to be, but, you know, there's only a crime really if there's injury of a party, a person, or a injury of property. And I injured people's property, and not that I vandalized anything, but I stole. And it was like a joke to impress some friends, but that was the beginning of that was my introduction to the justice system. Fast forward years later, after you know, just falling into that system, and you know, the police running into me more than I wanted to. I had a few tickets and judgments that were pending against me, and so I'm in barbering school doing good, and they wanted me to do classes that my public defender just kept saying, we'll just push him back, because I didn't have the money at the time to pay for him. And you know, I started making some money, and I went in there confident, like, Your Honor, I'm starting to make some money now in school. You know, I haven't been in trouble, and you know, I just need a little bit more time so I can make the money to pay for these classes, because these classes are like $200. And I'm kind of grateful that this happened, because I didn't have to pay them and do those classes. Like, I don't need a class on not to steal. I know stealing is bad, and I know that there's always going to be somebody who loses when you take from them. And, you know, on a more spiritual thought, like, the world is thrown out of balance, in my opinion, when you take what's not yours, or what you didn't ask for, or what you didn't work for. And so, you know, I was willing to accept my punishment, but I just was like pleading to the judge for a little bit more time. But that judge was like, oh, no. You're going to jail today. And this is like literally 8 a.m. Usually it takes forever for them to see you. But that morning I was like one of the first people, and I was like, perfect. Like, I'm going to be able to, I had to catch the bus down there, and I was just so pumped. Like, I hopped up on that bus so early, and it was a warmer day. So I had shorts and my smock on. I had my backpack on with my whole kit in it, my clippers and everything. And all for them to tell me, like, oh, no, you're not going to school today. After this, you're going to jail. And they sentenced me to 30 days. And, you know, that was like crazy to me. And so the judge was like, bailiff, reprimand him, put him in the cuffs, take him behind this little wall that looks like a wall, but it's really a door. So you could take him to the jail, and he can meet his new boyfriend named Tiny. It's like, so he could do his time, and we can get this money for his crime. And so they were like, yeah, we're putting you in jail for 30 days. And, I didn't know anything about anything back then. And so they take me behind that wall into a holding cell. And I don't know why, and before, because, at a court building, you have to go through a metal detector. I'm a barber, so there's scissors, there's clippers, there's razors, all type of sharp implements that, could be used to hurt people if they weren't used in their proper manner. And so I had to check my school bag and kit into a locker right before court. And so it just sat in that locker when they took me into jail, but they didn't take my cell phone for some reason. And, like I said, I had been to jail before that, but it was like a day or a few hours, This is the first time, and every time they took my phone, but this was the first time it was going to be for longer than a day. And they took me in that holding cell, and I'm an emotional guy. Like, you probably won't ever see it unless we watch a movie together. But I'm an emotional guy, so I cry when I really feel. And not emotional, but sensitive. Like, when I really feel things, my senses are heightened, and it will make me shed a tear. And I just really started feeling all of the weight of my decisions all at once when they put me in that holding cell. But they left that cell phone in my pocket. And, my mom, she thought it was just going to be a regular little court date and go to school. But I called her, and I was already crying. And I'm like handcuffed, reach in my pocket. Hold on. This is how I was. I was handcuffed like this, right? And I had to reach around into my pocket, grab my phone, and dial my mom and call her, put it on speakerphone, because I can't put it up to my ear, and tell her that I'm going to jail for 30 days. And I was crying. I was like, Mom, I'm going to jail. And she's like, what? And I'm like, I'm going to jail. And she's like, I think she literally asked me to, for how long? I was like, 30 days, bro. I wanted to die right there. But I don't know if it was an hour later or after the little bailiff came and got me, and they gave me a paper and it said, 30 days, but with good behavior, it would be less. And it would be 12 days. And that just that helped a lot. You know what I mean? 12 days is still a very long time to be in jail, to be incarcerated, to be caged, to be in a place where people treat you like you are the worst human being on earth. They talk to you like you're an idiot. And, it's dangerous in there where, when I was in there, a cop had just killed somebody. Cops had just killed somebody in a holding cell. I don't know the reason, why and everything, but it's dangerous. It's not a place you want to be. And so, yeah, that's the beginning of the story of when I went to jail for 12 days. I know that was forever. This is a talk vlog. So I know talking on these vlogs is not always the most entertaining thing, but this is my channel. This is my outlet. This is like my diary to just get things out that I want to speak about and share. And, if somebody hears it and it helps them, I'm happy about that. But I get to get things out and talk about things that I don't normally talk about. That's why I said during the YSL stuff, like, I don't wish jail on anybody, because those 12 days, though it wasn't like, there's a lot of things worse on earth, and especially there's a lot worse jails and stuff, but just the way you're treated and what you have to go through in there, it doesn't justify It's not justified. And so I don't wish jail on my worst enemy. You know what I mean? I almost wish death before jail, because death is final. I don't believe that we should kill people, but I think that a lot of people would prefer, I'm not going to say that. I'll just say that I don't ever want to. Can I see your dog?
Yes, of course.
Hi, puppy. You gonna get my bed dirty? Just don't pee on it.
Oh no, don't
Just
stop.
don't pee on it. You the cutie boy. What's up, man? What's his name?
Sage.
Sage. What's up, Sage? What's up, boy? Thanks for showing the love. Bruh, my phone died. So I was literally just talking to a dead phone for like 3 minutes. I don't know if y'all got all the jail story. When I edit this, we'll see. But stay tuned. There's going to be some more. Y'all going to learn about Tyrone. It's like, fuck, I look like letting a nigga named Tyrone do that to me in jail.
Jesus Christ.
She'll be right back. She coming right back. She just went to go warm the car up.
7 seconds. Name 7 famous people whose name begin with V. Your time begins now.
Vivica Fox, Vanessa Williams, Voldemort, Ving Rhames, and Viola Davis.
See, I'm on the go to find my road. Use my hands, my time, not too fast or too slow. I pace my drive, rarely see my brake lights, but the secret's to keep the brake pads in the ride. We do this, we do this, we do this, we do this, we do this to keep us alive. We use it, we use it, we use it, we use it, we use it. It's the key to survive. Getting high and low.